Welcome to Cartomancy Mesquite. I'm Angela. Thank you for coming. And hi, Deb. While we're waiting for people to pile in, do you have any questions? Oh, hi, Plucky Heroine. Good to see you. Well, Plucky, if you did fall asleep all afternoon, you obviously needed to. So I think it's better that you did that. If either of you have any questions, go ahead and pop them in the chat, because that's basically what I want to do for a while is go over questions so that y'all can see the flow and get used to the way the cards react to each other or interact with each other in a reading. Hi, Andrea. How are you doing? It's good to see you. Let's see. What can we read on? You'll catch up, Andrea. This is a pretty practical way to read cards because, one, it's a much smaller deck, and two, it gets more personal. Let's see, Plucky. Having a hard time finding old school paper cards. The new ones seem to be plastic and they go flying. Yes. Thrift store shopping and garage sales look like the way to go. Yeah, what I do is when I'm really wanting a few more decks, I usually do buy them a couple at a time. I'll buy them off of eBay. I'll buy old decks that are that people put up for sale. You can get them for a fairly decent price, and you can get them with the old linen finish. That's what you're looking for, is the linen finish. That's what makes them easier to control. They don't pop out of your hands like the plastic ones do. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, hi, Diana. Yeah, you're going to have to watch the first couple of classes, Andrea, to get the how to mark them. Oh, good. Plucky, it is easier to find them on eBay. And I even found some historical decks. Some the older, higher priced hotels used to give decks of cards out for free, much like they did matchbooks. And they have the names of the hotels on them. I think I've got a deck here, right here, quick somewhere. I can show you. So you can get them like this this was from the Lord Baltimore Hotel. They used to give these out for free. I bought these for $10 off of eBay, and they're pretty good cards. They are the old linen finish, and they shuffle really well. They shuffle better than the deck I've got in my hand, this deck right here. And they're easy to control. So you can find them on eBay. I don't know if they sell them on Amazon or anything, if you can find anyone that makes the ones with the old finish, but you went to 2 garage sales and they got rid of their cards already. Ah, that's annoying. Yes, Andrea, linen finish are the 2 words you want to keep in your mind when you're buying cards. Because the plastic ones just pop everywhere when you try to shuffle them. They're made for putting in the card shuffling machines. Hi, Teresa. Nice to have you. Okay, does anybody have a question? I'd like to read a couple questions for you so that you can really get used to the rhythm and how the cards talk. They kind of have their own language. I could read on me, but it'll be the same thing nearly every time. Okay, I'll do a reading on me to start. Okay, how's my day going to go? What's happening in my energy? It's a pleasant surprise about someone in the hospital. Maybe they're getting better or getting released, and it's a divorced woman. I'm not sure who that is. Okay, Andrea, there's one standard spread that I always do, that I've done for ages, and this is where you take the first 3 cards off the top, then you pick the 4th one, the first 3, and then lay down the 4th one. The first 3, lay down the 4th one. The first 3, then you lay down the 4th one. 3, and there's the 4th. 3, and lay down the 4th, and you'll end up with 13 cards. Okay. In reading this spread the way it is, you pick up the first 5, and you want to look at the first 5. And here we've got surgery for a younger man. He's a relative. I'm going to hear about that when I'm out of town. Yeah, I'm backwards here. You start from here. That's the surgery. That's the younger man. And that's where it says he's a relative. Then there'll be news. That's the 3. And then the 10 is me out of town. So I'll be traveling out of town. And then you take the last card of the 5, you take the 5th card and you pick up the next 5. So you'll have that card from the first one where I'm out of town. Then in my home, I'm going to be angry about a letter, but somebody else is going to be happy about it. Now, I have no idea what that could be. It's usually a bill from my doctor or something. And then we have to argue it, and they decide they're not going to get paid anyway because they're charging me more than they should get. Then you pick up the last 5 and you read those as a group. Now, this is happiness. The eight of hearts is happiness. The Jack of hearts is good luck. And then the 7 of clubs is I'm going to be sick. That's nothing new. It's probably going to be allergies. It's that time of year. Then there's a minor quarrel. Somebody's going to be quarreling. And it's going to be that divorced woman. And that's how you do the basic spread. And then to get the timing down, you shuffle the 13 cards. And you lay them out in 3s. That's for a year out. This is for 9 months, 6 months, 3 months, and this is immediate. So it looks like I'm going out of town. The way me and Deb run around, wouldn't be surprised. Yes, Andrea, you can do a 3-card and Celtic Cross, whatever spread you want to do, you can do with these. Let me catch up on some questions. Okay. I've got you, Plucky. And Diana. Okay. Deb, I got you. Probably, Diana. Diana asks, does having you on YouTube and on my cell phone doing a show about cards count as being out of town for you? Probably does. For me, I'd say yes. That's a good one. I like that. Okay, now, like I said, me immediately out of town, me sick. Yes, that's my allergies driving me crazy. And there's information about a relative that's going to come to light. I'm going to get a letter. There's going to somebody else is going to be happy about it, but there's going to be a minor quarrel about it. And then I'm going to be at home. When I'm at home, I'm going to be angry with a divorced woman. Who that is, I have no idea. And then this older guy is this older 20s, 30s, older young man is going to have surgery, and I'm going to hear news about it. And that's going to be in about a year. Okay, let me see. Yeah, this spread that I'm doing, it seems to be specific to this type of card reading. I don't think I've seen it done anywhere else. Okay, let's start on your questions. Okay, we'll do plucky heroine first. Will the new set of remediation construction crew put my house back together soon? Okay. Okay, kitty, settle down. The construction crew put her house back together soon. Will the construction crew put her house back together soon? There's going to be a child around. And that child belongs to a relative who's having an affair. You're going to see that child soon. You'll be in their company. So you'll probably be going somewhere near where they go. Take the 3, put 1 down. No, Plucky, your question's just fine. Okay. For the first 5, we have a divorced woman right here. Then we have her car is going to have a problem. You'll get a phone call about it, and you're going to wonder what to do. That's the question card. It's going to be a fair girl. She's going to be 20s, 30ish. And we pick up the next 5. And someone is jealous, and it's in a group of people. You've got a lot of people around you. You've got 2 women and 2 men. And the 6 right here is jealousy. And because it's marked, it's the reverse. So someone else is jealous. It's not you that's jealous. Then you take that 5th card. They're jealous about an ending of someone's job that they're worried about. You're going to be in the company of someone who's jealous about an ending of someone else's job, which really doesn't make a lot of sense. But when you get into the situations, then you figure it out real fast. And the 4 of spades is they're going to be worried about it, but they're jealous about it. And I don't know why. Maybe they wish they had time off work. I don't know. But let's look at the time spread and see what we get coming out here. This should bring out the answer to your question. Okay, you're going to get a call from a divorced woman. It's a question about a dark young man. And a fair woman is going to be out of work, and her car is going to be breaking down. That's not going to work out real well for you. It looks like it's going to be a bit of aggravation. Then there's a girl who's dark complected and a fair young man. They're jealous about something, but here's your ending, and unfortunately it's a ways off. So don't expect it to finish anytime really soon. Somebody else is worried about it. So I would say maybe the construction crew are the ones worrying. And it looks like it's going to happen within 9 months to a year. That's pretty long. I don't know how extensive that construction is, but that sounds like a long time for them to take to finish it. I wish I had better news for you. Okay. My great niece, my great niece, her paternal grandfather has an ongoing affair. Oh, okay. That explains that one. Let's get to our next question. Okay, Diana. Will there be a surprise visit from my kids this Christmas? Okay, that's going to be a yes or no. We'll pull out the question card, which is the 2 of clubs. Will Diana get a surprise visit from her kids this Christmas? Will Diana get a surprise visit from her kids this Christmas? Well, you got 4s jumping out. Are there 4 of them, Diana? Got the signing of papers. Okay, someone who thinks a lot of you is going to ask you to sign papers for them to borrow money. This says no, but let's get into the details of it. You've got very disappointing news. That's your threes. Very disappointing news from a relative. It's a dark young man between 20 and 30 years old. So it looks like a no, Diana. You're going to have to work some of your magic to get them there. But I think you can do it. Okay, Deb, we'll do yours. Okay. How will the rest of my weekend go? Two sons and they both have a wife. There you go. That's the crowd. You're welcome, Plucky. Okay, you're going to get a call. You're going to be jealous about someone getting a gift. That doesn't sound like you at all. Okay, Diana says, 2 sons and 2 wives. Aaron was in the wreck, and Nick has a tough work schedule. Yeah, that would explain that. I can see that, Diana. Okay, we've got Deb's weekend to look at now. There's a minor quarrel about a doctor. You're going to hear news of that. Somebody's going to try and borrow money, and it's someone you haven't seen in years. I don't think they'll be successful in borrowing the money. Then you take the 9, the person you haven't seen in years. It's a dark man in 20s to 30s. you're going to be in his company, and an older man is going to be jealous. That sounds a little strange to me, but there you go. Yeah, no money there, huh? Then you take the 6 and the jealousy. Someone's going to have to go out of town. They're going to be worried. They're going to get a gift, but you're going to tell them a little white lie about it. There's the jealousy, someone going out of town. And then there's the worried. There's the little white lie. And then there's the gift. Someone else is getting the gift. This sounds like way too busy a weekend for you, Deb. You don't need all that going on. Well, about all you're going to do this weekend is hear news about a minor quarrel. So I don't think you have a whole lot to worry about. There's someone borrowing money when they go out of town. They're jealous of you for something, but you don't need to worry about it. And the rest of this is going to take place a lot longer on out. This is the older man. You're going to lie to him when you're in his company. And then someone's getting a gift. It's someone you haven't seen in years. And it's like, yeah, they're worried about it. They're worried about a gift. How do you bring up worry with a gift? But that's your weekend. Your weekend sounds pretty calm. There's just a lot of ratchet jawing, not a lot of actual things happening. So just rest and take care of yourself. Get better. Hello, Jean. Let me get your question. Okay. Okay, what is coming toward me in money? Okay. Hi, Fatima. Good to see you. Okay, you've got a dark young man in his 20s or 30s, a fair boy, and good luck. This is a man in uniform. You're going to see a man in uniform because there's 3 jacks. And the 1 jack, that jack of hearts, is good luck. So it's probably a ticket you'll get out of. Or something similar. Okay. First of all, we have your car is in question. It may break down. Someone's going to be sick. It's an older married man. There's going to be gossip about a legal situation. It's not a serious legal situation. It's just like somebody got a ticket or something. The legal situation is the result of a fight. It's someone you think a lot of. It's a relative and a fair boy. But it doesn't look like a really big thing. Okay, Andrea, I got your question. It doesn't look like a real big issue. It won't turn out to much. You're going to be in the company of the fair boy. And you have a couple other men showing up. So you've got men coming to visit, quite a few of them. It's 3, maybe 4 you'll see in the near future. But Gene, the legal situation isn't much, so it could be somebody gets pulled over. Fatima, I have your question. This could be coming up in the near future. That's what we're shuffling the cards now to see how far out it is. This will give us the timing. When we do the spread where we take the first 3 and put them down, that's a year out. Then 9 months, 6 months, 3 months, and the immediate future. And the immediate future is when you're going to hear about that legal thing, and it's gossip. So it won't be much. Oh, you're welcome, Jean. It's not going to be much of anything. You're going to have car troubles. It looks like that's where the men are going to show up. Sometimes when you have car problems, you're sitting on the side of the road, some men will show up and help you out. I'm hoping that's what this is going to be. Because that's kind of it helps. Yes, you'll be in the company. There'll be 4 men. You can see them right here. The 4 men. There's your car. There's your in company, and that's going to be 3 to 9 months out. You've got a little while before that comes up. And then someone you think a lot of, you're not going to see for a while longer. It's going to be additional years apart. So this is very, what do you want to call, a very relaxed read. I've seen me with a read that relaxed. Or you don't have a whole lot coming up. No real big issues showing there. Okay, next we have Andrea. Okay. General health of your son. And then daughter-in-law. Oh, okay. General health. Son and daughter-in-law. General health of son and daughter-in-law for Andrea. Son and daughter-in-law. Andrea. There's a fair girl traveling over water, and she's going to have car trouble. You've got a pleasant surprise coming. There's going to be a dark man in your home coming to visit. So that's a little bit of a surprise. It's a pleasant surprise. That's in the first 5. Well, you've been in the hospital recently, so that's showing up here. And it shows you getting angry at someone, but you're going to be successful with whatever it is. So whoever you're angry at is going to cave. And it's going to be, it seems like it's coming up soon. It feels soonish. Then we have an older man who's having car trouble. He's going to want to fight about it. He's going to be angry. That's kind of normal. And he's going to be successful with whatever he's trying to accomplish. So let's see. General health. What I've seen so far seems to relate to you, Andrea, not to someone else. Let's see what we get here. You've got a pleasant surprise coming. And I don't see anything about health to amount to anything here. There's one person going to the hospital, but there's nothing around it to suggest it's anything serious. They might even be just going to visit someone in the hospital. That person is going to come to your home, and they're going to be successful in whatever they're trying to get you to do around this hospital visit, which kind of sounds like you still. So I would say the answer to your question is not a lot's going to go on. It's going to be relatively decent, even keel. No big surprises, at least not in this reading. And you've got a pleasant surprise coming up immediately. That's your first card. So let us know what your surprise was. Okay. Yeah, going to the hospital with no surprise is good. Yes, it's good for your daughter-in-law. It's good for everybody when it's no big surprise. Okay. Oops, where'd it go? Hmm. How did I lose her comment? Oh, well, I guess it's a first for everything. There she is. I got her. Next up, we're reading. Oh, she has a lump. Oh, then that's good news, Andrea, because it doesn't seem like there's going to be much to worry about. The cards don't show anything big to worry about around it. So that's really good. Okay, Fatima asks, will I pay my mortgage soon? I am paying my siblings, not through the bank. Oh, okay. Fatima pay her mortgage soon. Okay, there's an older, dark complected gentleman. There's additional years apart. You won't see him for a while. And then a fair married man is going to be around. Okay. In the first five, we have three aces, which is you're going somewhere you've never been before, and it has something to do with the fair woman going to a doctor's appointment. So maybe you'll give somebody a ride to a doctor and you'll never go back there again, and drop them off, or something of that nature. It seems kind of innocuous, but you'll get wherever you're going to go. You're not going to go back there again. And this shows an ending for a widow. You're going to have a minor quarrel. You're going to tell her a white lie like, no, those pants don't look fat, make you look fat. And then you'll have some additional years apart. You won't see each other for a good while again. It's somebody you haven't seen in a good while. Then you have a man in uniform. And somebody's going to find out something about a man in uniform. It's that person that you haven't seen in years. That person that shows up, they're going to have an encounter with a man in uniform, and it's not going to be all that pleasant. You're going to find out about it, though. But it's not really bad either. I guess it's just kind of a little bit of gossip. Okay, let's see if your mortgage settles out. This is where we get the timing. Shows you going to the doctor. There's going to be a minor quarrel about it with the widow. You'll receive a letter. Maybe that's what takes you to the doctor's office. A quarrel with the receptionist over the bill. Okay, someone's going to ask you to sign papers. I would say that's probably paying off the mortgage. And you've got the two red aces together, which makes it kind of a good omen there. Because you'll be signing papers. You normally would sign papers at the end of a mortgage. And then later on, you'll have that little white lie coming out to a fair man. You've got two fair men here, but I think they're a man in uniform. And there's going to be a death or an ending. You'll find out about it. It's not anywhere. It's not in your immediate surroundings. Someone's going to tell you about a death, but that's a ways off. That's going to be like a year from now. But I would say with the two aces, your mortgage is going to get paid off soon. Okay. Hi, Jane. Okay, I've been wanting to. I'm sorry, I'm having trouble reading. Been wanting to learn for years. You'd think I would have done it by now. I cannot get my groove on. You'll get your groove on. Just relax and take it as it comes. Put the time in when you can put the time in. That's how you learn things. You just have to keep going back to it. That's what really makes it all come about, and it to solidify in your mind is just going back to it over and over again. Okay, I got you. Will my insurance pay for my MRIs? Okay. Let's pull out the question card. Will Jane's insurance pay for her MRIs? Will Jane's insurance pay for her MRIs? Will insurance pay for her MRIs? Now, this is the yes or no spread. And that's specific to this type of reading. Okay, there's an older man, an older married man. There's an unpleasant surprise about an older married man. Okay, this is a no. But someone else is worried about it. It's not you that's worrying in this instance. It's somebody else is worrying about it. Maybe the medical insurance trying to figure out how to get out of it. And someone else is going to be sick. But there's a party at the top, so it's not going to be that bad. And you've got someone trying to borrow money at the bottom. That's going to be this dark girl. She's going to want to borrow money. But it looks like they're going to really try hard to get out of paying it. And generally they pay most of it, but not nearly enough. Unfortunately, I've been through that situation myself quite a few times. They've been denied. Yeah. You're going to have to fight them and fight them hard. You can appeal it and you can file a grievance. There's a whole lot of paperwork, but you can get them to pay some of it. Okay, how long have we been on? We've been on nearly an hour. How did that time fly that fast? It kind of disappeared on me. Is there anybody else has a question? Okay, well, this is the second show I've done today. So I think I'm going to call it a day. And thank y'all for joining me. And next week, we've done a few shows now with me showing you the standard spread. Next week, I'll look up a few different spreads and show you how to do those. Because you can do just about any spread with these that you do with any other cards. You can use tarot spreads. And you can even make spreads of your own. So we'll do that next week. Okay, y'all have a good night, and thanks for being here. Bye.